All right. Dude, listen, man. You know, like, I guess it's one I haven't experienced this in a really long time. Like, my very first YouTube channel, called Infinite Retro, got about to 6,000 subscribers back in the day. You know, it's one of the things that you sort of forget about, that when you start off small, you don't sort of get the attention, which I actually kind of like, to be honest. I'm not big on fame or anything like that, you know. I just love doing what I'm doing. But obviously, as you get bigger and you get more attention, unfortunately, you start to get noticed. And then you get lovely little things like this. Now, I'm assuming this guy is trolling, right? We'll just have to assume that this guy is trolling. Okay. And the shirt I was wearing in this, I mean, this dude probably thinks I'm a Ghostbuster, right? The shirt I was wearing in this video where I was talking about Max and his comment was my Beavis and Butthead one that I love, because it was a Beavis and Butthead shirt, not because it was Hail Satan. Now, to be fair, these sorts of people do exist. These are the sorts of people that go, well, can't watch Harry Potter, you know, because it's demonic and, you know, promotes witchcraft and stuff. And it's like, look, listen, like, this is why Christians get a bad name, because, you know, like, they take stuff too far, like too far. There are fundamental things that I do believe in, obviously, like I absolutely believe in the Bible. But there's nothing in the Bible that talks about that you can't wear a Beavis Butthead shirt, right? You know, I'm not sitting there praying to Beavis and Butthead, Hail Satan and stuff, right? These people are strange, like beyond strange, you know? And the goal, and this, like, as a Christian, and I came to this conclusion myself, which helped a lot actually being a father, was the fact that, we better turn on Police Jesus, hang on. Wee-hoo, wee-hoo, there we go, all right. He's policing the devil out of my videos, there we go, right. I realized that, you know, and this is a message that a lot of Christians don't understand, a lot of people in general don't understand. We're not meant to be perfect, because we're not. We're just meant to be His. That is the core tenet. Now, it wasn't that long ago, I actually had someone on the opposite end of the scale coming in, saying that, oh, you should be using your channel to preach the gospel. You know, look, I'm all for that. You know, I've actually thought about starting channels and whatnot, talking about Christian stuff, Bible, whatever, right? And that's fine. Like, I've got nothing against that. But this is a fighting game channel, bro. Like, you know, I don't have to hit people over the head with the Bible every time I do a video. Okay? Because, you know, at the end of the day, we have free will, and people will believe whatever they want to believe, and therefore you can't force anyone, for the same reason that we are not forced by God with anything either, right? We just have to hope, and that our, you know, things that we say or do, or the way we behave, you know, will be sometimes enough, right? And like, this dude's out of his mind. Like, it's got to be a troll, right? It's got to be a troll, right? This guy comes in and goes, this guy's actually a Christian and got a Jesus right on his desk. Beavis and Butthead are satanic. It's clear he can't grasp that kind of show humor at all. I feel sad for you. Yeah, I mean, Beavis and Butthead's just like South Park. You know, that sort of thing. It just pokes fun at stuff. Right? You have to feel sad for yourself. This guy's not a Christian. His t-shirt had flames with the devil. He was very angry with Ed Boon and the way MK1 turned out. well, I'm not losing sleep over it. It's annoying that something that you really love, right, that you want to just relax with and enjoy, is marred by so many issues and problems, right? He hates this game and criticizes. I don't hate digital product. It's just a shit game with very little to do, right? And it's obvious that the creator of this franchise doesn't give a crap and consider it about that. So this dude sounds like a Boone Dick Rider, right? So stop lying, buddy. He believes in God, but in Satan, not in Jesus. Okay, all right. I literally wear, right, the Lord's Prayer on my wrist. I have a cross. I don't know if you can see it because of the glare. I've got a cross on that ring. And I have Jesus. I'm a pretty shit Satanist if you ask me. Terrible, right? And I wear this stuff because I like wearing it, right? I'm not walking around going, hey! Right? I just love wearing it. I love it for me. Right? It's like, you know, like I've seen these channels out there that are like, oh, don't get tattoos because it lets the devil in, because it's breaking the skin. It's like, well, what if you cut yourself? You know, you skin your knee or something. Do you need to go get an exorcist performed? Like some people take this shit way too far, right? They take it way too far, right? And like I said, we're not meant to be perfect. We're meant to be His. He knows we're not perfect. That's why Jesus was sent, right? He was sent. Easy, like it's the best. Like, and like again, this is me. Like, people can believe whatever they want to believe, right? Right? This guy goes, you're a joker, got no idea what you're talking about. This guy's a huge MK fan, but don't like MK1. Provides tons of points to support his opinion. Having flame on a t-shirt? How weak are you that you let a book lead you? How can you play MK at this point? Poor kid, just go read your Bible. Yeah, if you read the Bible, like this is the thing. Like, say for example, a whole tattoo thing, right? So you don't put like tattoo of like other gods or deities on your skin and worship them. Right, that's a big no-no, right? But there's nothing against you being tattooed, right? Now, they say things like, you know, you shouldn't drink, you know, stuff like that. And the problem is, though, is obviously that, like, you know, while it doesn't say anything against drinking, obviously you turn water into wine, that sort of stuff, you know. The problem again, right, is the fact that it is very easy for that sort of thing to corrupt and cause problems in your life, right? That's why I stay away from these things, right? I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I don't have tattoos because I'm not a fan of needles and I've got enough holes, right? Don't have piercings, right? And yeah, I love playing more. He's right. Like, MK is full of hell references with Quan Chi being a necromancer and demons, stuff like that. But that's the point, though. Do you understand? Like, you see the evil and you recognize it being evil, right? I can't wait to use Quan Chi as a character because he seems cool. But I'm not sitting there going, yeah, man, I'm all up in the demon brigade. Right? Now, some people in here obviously don't believe in the Bible, and that's fine, right? He was angry at Ed Boon because Mortal Kombat was created to take people to dinner with God. He said it himself. I probably did say that, but I was probably also being like an idiot. Like, I don't sit there and go, yes, this game will take us literally to the dining table of Jesus. What the hell's wrong with people, right? He said a believer should be happy because the game is bright now. See, this is like, you know, this is I have been getting a lot of comments like this lately, right? Oh, you should just love it, bro. Oh, it's good, bro. It's the best MK game ever, bro. How can you be so negative, bro? Go play something else, bro. How about you just shut the F up, bro? Right? This is the problem with people. This is why I will irritate certain demographics of people, because they don't and they have not come to that realization that it's okay to not like something that you like. It doesn't mean anything, right? Perfect real world example, the gay community, right? Certain gay community people. They have made their entire identity about being gay. Why? Who you have sex with doesn't define you as a person. It doesn't suddenly mean that you are a good person. You could be a bad person and still be gay. You could do horrible things and still be gay. You could be do horrible things and still be straight, or do horrible things, you know, and be bisexual. Right? But this is the problem. They have created their entire identity as being, I am gay. Okay, but what about the rest of you? What's your name? I'm gay. No, what about the rest of you, bro? Right? And that is why they get offended when you don't like something that is gay-like. Right? Because they take it as you actually attacking them, because they have transformed their entire identity and how they think themselves as being all that, and that is not all that. That is the falseness of it, right? Oh, I could talk your ear off all day about Jesus and stuff like that, but I won't. But the problem is, though, again, with this sort of stuff is that, like, you know, people just take this stuff way too far. And he could be trolling. I hope he's trolling. Now, this is really interesting. Yes, Mortal Kombat has always been satanic until Ed Boon changed management, because God plans to make him eat his own shit, I'm guessing, if he doesn't change. Do you know why I put this profile picture? Right? Then shut up. You're the crazy one who protects murderers. What? This dude says that Ed Boon has changed management because God plans to make him eat his own shit. So apparently Ed Boon is reformed. So that is why he made the women look like dudes and cover them up head to toe, but still allows you to brutally murder people in the video game. Okay. Bro, like, these are the sorts of people you stay away from. This is why I'm all for freedom of speech. Because when people start to lose their minds, you know the crazies to stay away from. Right? This dude say you're sick like Melina, get treatment. So let me get this straight. So hang on. So the Jesus, this is obviously, like, he's not a true Christian. Because a true Christian doesn't actually behave like this. We just believe in what we believe, and that's it, right? People preach, and people can listen, or they can walk away. It's as simple as that, right? But this is the Christian, like, coming in and going, oh, well, you're going to die, you're going to go to hell, that sort of stuff. That's just a terrible way to do things, right? If you want to, listen, okay, so a friend of mine kind of, like, pointed this out, kind of, I thought this was actually really perfect, just to finalize, right? I thought this was really good, right? So, firstly, when people blame God for things that happen in this world, for bad things, it's actually not God's fault, it's the devil's, right? If you know anything about biblical history, you'll know that it wasn't God that corrupted Adam and Eve, it was the devil. He basically cursed us, right? It affected humanity from that moment forward. And as my friend put, every time a new generation is born, it's like taking so you take a photocopy of something, right? And it's pretty good. But if you take a photocopy of the photocopy, then that photocopy starts to degrade. It's not as good. And then the next photocopy of that photocopy gets worse and worse and worse. That's why you'll notice things are getting worse and worse and worse, because the photocopies is just getting worse and worse and worse, because we are essentially getting worse and worse and worse. Right? That's why you should do your best to do everything you can to maintain your soul. Because as my friend put, this is what he believes, and I actually agree with this. So, heaven is without sin. Heaven, there is no sin. Sin does not exist. That's why when you repent and you believe in Jesus Christ, you're allowed in. Because you have literally, essentially cleansed yourself of that. You realize the right path. It's not about being perfect, right? It's not about walking around, sort of being this holier than thou person. It's just recognizing. Again, we're not meant to be perfect. We're just meant to be His. So my friend put it this way. He's like, well, once you realize that, your soul, not this, your soul, that is the key into heaven. The literal lock is made for every soul that has essentially recognized that sin is bad and dealt with it. You cannot get into heaven without it. Literally, you literally just can't get in the door without it. And I thought that was really awesome. I thought that was really good. That's why, like, when people say we pray for your soul, because your soul is eternal. This is just like this is a car, right? You get in the car, you're not the car, you're the passenger in the car. Your soul is the passenger in this body, right? So when the body goes, the soul, well, it can either go one or two places, right? And that's why people pray for your soul. Because they want you to go to heaven. It's ironic when people think that, like, Christianity is the worst, and it's not. They literally preach love, right? And people go, oh, but Christians hate these people, hate gays and all this sort of stuff. It's like, okay, sure, right? So if your kid, teenager, got hooked on cocaine and they came home as a cocaine addict, are you like, are you okay with that? Are you going to be like, oh, well, they're just living their authentic self? They're not hurting anyone? No. No. Because they eventually will. It's like when, when people ask the question, why doesn't God deal with evil? And God might come down and start with you first. And you'd be like, hang on a sec, I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't done anything evil. God knows, but hang on a sec, but you will, because this path and this path will lead you to this path and this path and this path, and then you will do something evil, so therefore we'll just take you out now. Right? We'll just take you out now. It's all good, bro. We'll take you out of the equation. Right? And that's not because God can see everything. It's just like, the way it is that it's like this. My son loves chocolate milk. Loves chocolate milk. Okay? So if I get vanilla and I get chocolate milk, right? I'm not a fortune teller because I'm like, oh, he's absolutely going to drink the chocolate milk. I know through experience, by looking at the way he has lived his life and the choices that he's made, that more than likely he's going to reach for the chocolate milk. But he still has free choice. Get it? It's the same thing with the whole sin argument. Right? People can sit there and say whatever they want, but at the end of the day, you eat 50 cheeseburgers a day, you are going to limit your chances, and you are going to be funneled into certain outcomes. Right? So, that's why people pray for your soul. Because they want you with them. They want you to be happy. Right? This is not how you get people happy. Right? Because it's hypocritical. And I'm sure he's trolling. I almost guarantee that this dude is trolling. But I have actually had these people, like I've seen people like this before, for real. So therefore, that's why I'm covering it, because it's like, whether he's trolling or not, these people actually exist and think this way. They think Harry Potter's satanic, and you can't watch this, you can't do that, you can't listen to Metallica, you know, because otherwise you're listening to the devil, right? Common sense, people. Common sense. Common sense Christians, right? But there are some fundamental things out there, like I said, eating 50 cheeseburgers, gluttony. Even if you're living by yourself, not interacting with anyone, right? You have engaged in something that is going to take you early, affect your life, affect your enjoyment of living, because that's what we're supposed to do. That's our goal on earth, is to live and be happy. That's our goal. That's what he wanted for us, right? Anyway, that's enough. So today I'm a Ghostbuster. The other day I was a Satanist. Of course. Anyway, guys, catch you next time.